Hello guys and welcome to a brand new video. Today I'm here with Dorohedoro episode number 11 and 12 reaction. So the final two episodes I'll be reacting to today. So in the previous episode, what happened was it was revealed that Nikaido is the sorcerer, the time controlling sorcerer, and and got to know that and kidnapped her from there. Not only her, but the doctor, like Johnson. Who else? That other guy, the researcher guy. What's his name? Kusakabe or something. I think something like that. All of them are here. Like, oh, 13. No, 13. That was his name, right? The other guy is also here. So I think like they literally changed the doctor into like literally, like he's dead probably. But the fact that I don't know, like Noi is there and Ikuragi is here makes me think maybe we can help them. But for now, at least, like, yeah, that's what's going on. And yeah, they did the whole contract thing with Nikaido, and now Nikaido is kind of being controlled by N. Also, Kaiman got to know about it from Asu, right? That devil that talks to Nikaido. And now Kaiman is like, I'm going to go and take care of this. So let's see what happens. Let us begin. I'll be putting, at first, obviously, episode number 11 reaction. I'll be putting the subtitles and the timer here, sync it to whichever is the preference. And let's begin. Okay, here's the countdown. 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, here we go. Oh my god. What's her name? Um, I forgot her name. What's her name? The girl. Oh yeah, she knows him. I forgot about that. I completely forgot about that. Yeah. Joking. I forgot her name. What's her name? What the hell? It's not coming in my head. You know what? I'm sure it'll come eventually. Good God, I can't remember her name. The girl with Fujita. Whatever. I'll remember. Oh my God. Yeah, this freaking guy. Chota, that's his name. Yeah. Right. Yeah, just drop that. What the hell is that? What? The what? Yeah. Wait, oh, it is autobiographical, so this is real. Oh, damn. Probably a thief. Hmm. What the hell is that face? Ah. Oh. Oh, wow, that's crazy. Milk coffee. Oh, damn. Oh, damn. That's the entrance to hell through a dumpster? 2 years later. He made it the whole place into mushrooms. And he's like eating the mushrooms, as you said. Because N is, yeah, Enma. Okay, makes sense. Ah, there he is. Bruh. There you go. You got your smoke. Okay. Hmm. Damn. And he said I remember he said something about making a ramen shop and all that. 20 years. Oh, I see. What? the, the art style is like a movie. Oh, his head. So one of the eyed, yeah. This guy's look. Hmm. Okay. Hmm. Damn, head gone. Oh no. What the hell? God damn. Whoa, what the hell? Okay. So he defeated him. His mask is gone. Damn, he looks weird without the mask. He looks like Endeavor. Oh, so this is that incident, if you remember. Yeah, there you go. They mentioned it. So, yeah, okay. I could understand that, but the main information is true. Ah, that's why it's not released. I see. That's why he's looking for someone who can control time. Hmm. But he's. Uh, oh, she's remembering Kaiman. Oh my god. That's a helper. Wait, what? Wait, what? 3 days. Kaiman. Oh, right. Oh, I just realized Paimon Kaiman. Oh my god. Wait, what? Who? Oh, Asuka. She's a bat. And that's why there's like Tamba. I was going to say it's written Tamba on top of. Bruh. He didn't care for her. Hey yo. Oh wow. Wow, that's a big right. No, but if she hires someone, whoa. Oh god. Nice. There you go. I don't think he cares. Kusakabe literally doesn't care. Damn, that is true. Maybe. Damn. The way he... Oh, there you go. Right. Damn. Oh no. What? Where did you see that? Yeah. Like it was multiple time told to him. Oh, oh, there it is. There are. Wait, that's Asu, right? Ah, stop. Mm. Oh no, I feel like they're all going to go to Asuka's. Yep. So they're definitely doing something. That pink smoke. The pink smoke. There's something in the smoke. Yeah, it's so damn obvious. Yeah. Then even N is being affected by it. Okay, these two are not affected. Oh, because they're women. I just realized. Is that why? Wait, all. No, but. Yeah, but Tamba wasn't affected. Yeah, it is the men that are being. Oh, lord. Right. Well, he's lining up. Yep, like I said. Hey! Oh, it doesn't work on Kaiman because Kaiman magic doesn't work on Kaiman. What is she doing in there? Apple pie. Oh, Yeah. Yeah, there you go. Well, it never worked for him because I was gonna say. I will. Well. Oh yeah, you know what? Perfect time. If you want to actually talk to her. Hmm. Yeah, that is true. He's like, oh, you know what? Yeah, I don't have to feel guilty. But I'm thinking like, what about the contract? Like, we are the judges. Damn. Damn. You know what? Asuka's magic kind of helped. Oh boy. Oh, Angel is gone. It's over for the pies. They're like, oh, what is this? This doesn't even. Oh yeah, because he's eating something other than mushroom. Yeah, leaving. Yep. Ooh. Since N is here, people are gonna come. Damn. Oh wow. Right. Yeah. Yeah. Hmm. Right. What the hell? Damn. Okay. Well, I feel like Carmen will actually be able to do it because magic doesn't work on him. Physically, Nikai is pretty strong as well, but magic won't work on Kaiman. Even if you cut off his head, he's just gonna grow it back. So, yeah. Like, Kaiman is probably going to have more trouble with people like Shin and Noi because they're like physically fight. Um, you know, even against N, I feel like he's going to have no problem at all because N is like magic. So, okay. Alright, and there you go. That was episode 11. Now let me react to episode number 12 and then I'm going to talk about both the episodes. Just a minute. Okay, so yeah, episode number 12. Let's get started. I'll be putting the subtitles and the timer here. Sync it to whichever is your preference and let's begin. Right, here's the countdown. 3, 2, 1, go. What the hell is this? Sal Sahan. Damn. Aikawa. Oh yeah. Wait. Wait, the voice of Aikawa. Oh my god! Hey! Crazy! Oh boy. Hmm. That's why Risu went into the organization. Okay. Oh boy. Wait, is Aikawa supposed to be Kaiman? Like, I don't know. Yeah, Aikawa is Kaiman. I think. I don't know, man. I'm not sure. Maybe I'm completely wrong. I don't know. I just get the vibe that Aikawa is supposed to be Kaiman. And a lot of things would make sense then. Number one, like, why is Risu's face inside of it? I don't know why that is the case, but there is a genuine, then that would mean there is a genuine connection between him and Risu. But then that would mean Kaiman is a sorcerer. Which, I don't know, I have no idea, man. But there was certain sections in the voice where I was like, at first I genuinely thought that was Kaiman by listening to the voice only. I'm like, what the hell is Kaiman doing in this place? But then, we saw it was Aikawa. Also, he's complaining about headaches. So, it wouldn't surprise me if it is some kind of a, I don't know, like some kind of mental, like, like split personality or something, maybe? I don't know. You know what? Let's wait and see. Also, that would also explain why Risu is not able to find Aikawa if Aikawa's Kaiman. Again, I might be completely wrong, but I probably am. I don't know. Yeah, it's a. Okay. Boy meets girl equal to battle. Slightly. I even dressed. Right. Right. Yeah, I don't think it matters. Kaiman, yeah. Bruh. Oh, yeah. I'm pretty sure now. Aika was supposed to be Kaiman. Because Aika also fights with knives. Oh! Oh, the mask. The mask is gone. Yeah, what is this? Right? No. Well, there you go. Oh, damn. Well, yeah, he. Goddamn. I feel like. Okay, wait. Oh, the devil inside of underneath his eyeballs. So he did he die there for a moment? Because when the devil is like brought out, like and it's like completely you die, right? And did he die and come back to life now? Okay, I don't know. Maybe I'm looking too much into this. What the? Oh, oh, damn. Oh, he's no, like wait. That's Asu. Bro, he's not Satan. Shut the hell up. Go back up. Yeah. Oh, okay. So there you go. You know what? Take it. Is he going to put it within himself? Oh my god. Okay, so that's how the contract gets nullified. Because I was thinking there must be some way that the contract gets nullified, right? Where's Kaiman? It's definitely Kaiman, right? Was it? I don't know. Oh, it was some stranger. Yeah, yeah, there you go. The contract. Oh, yeah, true. I'm guessing. Oh, never mind. Ah. Oh, yeah, true. He also needs to give. True. Nikaido's. Yeah, I was gonna say Nikaido's contract is with him. Well, you know what? Let's just go back to the hole. Oh. Let's go back to the hole. Maybe it was the guy inside of Kaiman. What the hell is? Okay, so something evil going on. So woke up as a lizard. So the name Kaiman was given to him. Oh. Oh wow. So from the very beginning, he knew Nikaido. So Nikaido gave him the name. Yeah. What type of name is that? Hmm. Wait, what? All right. Really? Kaiman Aika. I'm pretty. I think like I'm 50% sure he's Aikawa. Right. Right. There you go. Right. There you go. Bro, are these guys stuck now over here? Oh, okay. Thank you. Well, Nikaido's gone, so. Yeah. Yes. So I don't think so. He has no power. He said it himself. Yeah, yeah, he probably can. And he's like, "Who are you?" Mm. Oh no, the contract is going to regenerate. Bruh. Yeah. Oh my god, N is here. Wait, won't the contract regenerate? No, wait. Is that. That's the other. That's him, right? The. What's his name? This creature. Yes, him. Hmm. Oh, so is he going to play Nikaido's part? You know what? Oh my god. So he changed. Wow. Yes, you know what? That's actually a really good cover up. Like, N will not know that this is. Bruh. Right. Hmm. Yeah, I think it was like whatever is going on with Kaiman. Like, I feel like Kaiman has like some kind of a split personality or something. And, you know, I don't know. This is the whole, right? Oh no, it's not the whole. Never mind. Oh boy. Yeah. Yeah, like why was she then the whole in from the beginning? That's why she came to the hole. Oh, right. What? Yeah. Well, she doesn't want to use it either way, so hmm. What the? Oh my god. Uh, Obviously, that's that guy. What's his? I don't know his name. The masked bird guy. No, they're going back to the hole. This is a cross-eyed. How will they go back to the hole? I'm thinking like, oh, I guess using that. Oh my god. What the hell? All right. There you go. And that was episode 12, the final episode of Dorohedoro season 1, obviously. Now, let me talk about both the episodes. First and foremost, episode number 11. We over here we get to know N's backstory here. How he, like, he was born, how he like his whole, like his parents and everyone, like, were affected by the his magic. Not only that, he was taken, sold, his smoke was used to, as we see, like he was like just used. Then right, then he was thrown into hell by the devil, and he made the hell into like the mushroom garden that he did, and then Chidaruma saved him from there, and from that point onwards everything went up. He was able to like make like a family, a group of people who were following him, and yeah, he made this empire, this $1 billion empire, or not dollar, whatever their currency is. Yeah, and there you go. That is the story of M. And he, like, his goal is to, as he said, he wants to like go back in time and deal with that guy, that guy who took out, like, the I think like the leader of the cross-eyed or something like that. That guy, he wants to go back in time and he wants to see whether he was able to kill him, like what happened, because the last he saw was like a headless guy going into like a gate, into one of the doors. So he wants to use that's why he's trying to find a time, like saucer. And Nikaido is the time sorcerer, obviously. So that is his story, and that's what he's trying to do. Now, that was obviously that was N's story. Other than that, episode 11, good thing, obviously, I forgot about this. That, not forgot, but it didn't really come into my mind that Kusakabe, obviously, he is familiar, and the doctor as well, familiar with Shin, because like they knew each other. He literally saved his life, and I was thinking how, because obviously I was like, yeah, in no way are they going to kill the doctor off, that doctor and the other guy. In no way they're going to do that. If they are to survive, somehow they'll need to make Noi use her smoke on them, or maybe Kyukurage. How will they do that? They're literally fighting against each other. There you go. That, like, answered my question. Since Shin knows him, he was like, all right, you know what? Fine, I'll help you out. So he helped them out, brought them all back to life, and decided to hide them from N and make them get away from here. Now, there was also another thing I was thinking of. I was like, even if they are able to get away from here, number one, the contract, I was confused. I was like, what are they going to do with the contract, about Nikaido's contract? Number two, I was also confused about the fact that if they figure out that Nikaido has left, obviously N is not going to sit still. He's going to go to the hole and try to find Nikaido and bring her back again. So I was like, what's going to happen because of for that? And in the end, we get to see, it was Asu who made sure that for now, at least, N doesn't get to know that Nikaido is gone. Like, obviously, he'll figure it out when he will probably tell Nikaido to use his power, and he cannot, because that's not Nikaido. So, he'll probably figure it out then. But for now, at least, he probably won't figure it out. Right. Anyways, so that's how we were able to get away from him. Yeah, so, by the end of it, everything kind of worked out, because I was thinking, how the hell is this going to work out? It worked out, kind of, by the end. But yeah, episode 11 was basically that, like, Shin found out that was Kusakabe, helped him out. We got to know N's backstory. And then we also got to know his connection and why he wants the help from a time saucer. We also got to know that. And then we also saw Kaiman and the whole, the whole pie battle that they were having. Like, Asuka tried to use the smoke and to, like, bring all of their attention to the... It's kind of funny because, her whole thing is like using her magic to, attract attention, like, to her. And I think it only works on males, probably, because none of the females were getting affected. We saw that. Only the males were like, so the girls, they were all just like there. And it didn't work on Kaiman because obviously Kaiman doesn't get affected by magic. And as Stanba said, why it doesn't work on him is because she used it so much on him that it doesn't work anymore. So, that's why. So it's funny that how, using that, she tried to win, but obviously by the end of it, N doesn't like anything other than mushroom. For the fact that you, like, fed him apple pie, he got a heartburn and he was like, oh my god, what the hell is this? So he was like, you know what, let's try the other one. And Tanba was ready. Tanba was like, you know what, you don't eat anything other than mushroom. I have something special for you. He ate that and he was like, you know what, way better than Aska's. Aska fed me apple pie. And gave me heartburn. This is like a genuine, yeah, you win. So that's how they won the whole thing. Kaiman, using the opportunity, and Asuka's magic kind of helped because it gave Kaiman the opportunity to go and talk to Nikaido. Because you can see for a moment, Kaiman was like, you know what, she was a sorcerer. I guess she's happy here. But then when he got that opportunity, and when Tanba was like, go do it, this is the only chance you'll get, he was like, okay. And then he went and talked to Nikaido, dragged her away from there, and that's where episode 11 ended. So yeah, that's what happened here. We got En's backstory, we got to see, like the whole pie battle, and Kaiman was able to talk Nikaido. Now let's move on to episode 12. Episode 12 was the concluding episode, and here we get to know a lot of things. First and foremost, we get to see Aikawa. Now, we got to see Aikawa before as well, but I feel like there's some connection with Aikawa and Kaiman. Now, like I said, I might be completely wrong, but there's something about them that is kind of rubbing me in an odd way. Like, there's a lot of things that kind of shows there's a possibility Aikawa can be Kaiman. Number one, like I said, Risu is trying to find Aikawa. He cannot find him. So yeah. Number two, the connection between Kaiman and Risu. It's like a weird connection. Why is there Risu inside of him? So maybe it's like, I don't know. That. Number three, Aikawa was saying, my head is hurting. Kaiman also says the same thing. Most of the time. So didn't he say that? I think so, right? On the rooftop? There we go, another headache. Okay, so I think it is something like something. He said like there's something within him, that is like, I think like we saw like later on when Kaiman, he kind of shows that there's something within him that is like come. So don't know exactly what it is, but it's pretty. I feel like it's like a very obvious chance, like big chance that Aikawa was supposed to be somehow connected to Kaiman. There's a lot of other things that I can say that kind of hint towards that direction. The name, for example, Kaiman says that, oh, Kaiman, that name seems familiar. It seems like it kind of resonates with me. Maybe it is something similar to my previous, like my original name. So just think about it. Kaiman, Aikawa. Now, I'm guessing this has something to do with, kanji. Probably because, a lot of kanji has a lot of different ways they spell. So I'm not sure if the similarity is from there. But yeah, I can see a similarity in pronunciation. Kaiman Aika. So Kai Aika. Like something like that maybe. So again, that's another thing. That's like I don't think that's like a very very obvious hint or clue. But it is kind of something that it felt a little bit odd to me, that I was like, yeah, Aikawa kind of pronounces, the pronunciation is little by like Kaiman, and Aikawa is kind of same. Not only that, where is that part? Oh, the whole knife thing. Like both Kaiman and Aikawa, you can see Kaiman and and Aikawa kind of fight in the same way. With both the knives like this. You saw in the first part, he was literally doing that. Another thing, I don't know why in the very beginning. Let me replay that section. Just a minute. What in the? Okay, it's not opening. Okay, here it is. The place where he's like, very first scene, you can see he takes something from like the vegetable shop. The way he laughs here, like this, I thought that was Kaiman, because I cannot see his face here. Obviously, I can only understand it based on his voice. His voice was that I was like, wait, what's Kaiman doing, taking vegetables, taking? And then we are like South Zagan Magic School, and I was so confused. I was like, what is Kaiman doing here? Wasn't he with Nikaido? And then when they were like, Aikawa, you bastard, I was like, oh, so this is Aikawa. So my very first thing that I thought was this was Kaiman because of the voice. You see, like, hey, hey, like the way he laughs, and that's literally how Kaiman laughs. So obviously the voice is different. The voice is very much different from Kaiman, but there's some mannerisms of him that really reminded me of Kaiman. And then obviously the way he was like fighting, you see, like he goes and like cuts off the nose and everything of those guys, the cross-eyed guys. So that whole thing as well. So then, like I said, the he's hurting in his head, that whole thing. Right now, again, I have no idea what is the connection, but I feel like there's a connection between Aikawa and Kaiman, and a lot of things will make sense then. Right. But yeah, so there you go. That was that. Now, just a minute, guys. My whole thing is kind of acting weird. Okay, so yeah. After that, that was that. Now, like I said, I'm not sure if Kaiman is Aikawa or Aikawa is Kaiman. What's going on? But I think there is some kind of connection. Might be wrong, but for now, I'll just keep this in mind. Now, obviously, then we get to the whole Nikaido and Kaiman section when Nikaido's like, I'm not going to go back. Kaiman's like, shut up, come back with me, this and that, and then they start fighting. Nikaido's like, I'm a sorcerer. You can see this guy, I don't know his name, the massive fan, that guy, the bird mask guy, who's like crazy about N. He's like he's like wishing in front of Satan for Nikaido's death, and Kaiman and Nikaido comes over there. They start fighting. Like they go down. The battle continues. Nikaido for like Kaiman for a moment is like, what am I going to do? He was going to take out the knife, and then someone in his head was like, so you're going to do that again? Take a friend's life. Something like that, right? Just a minute, let me go back. Yeah. There we go. He's looking at the mirror, and it's like Risu like on the other side, and he's like, you're going to kill again? A comrade? A friend? And then they don't show what happened here, but Nikaido says like someone stabbed her in the back. Nikaido says it's not Kaiman. So I think whatever it is inside of him, which is Risu, but I don't think it is Risu. I don't think it is as simple as that, as what we are seeing. But whatever there is, and like I said, you can see before as well, Aikawa also says something like there's like something in him. He was like, head is hurting and everything. So I feel like there's something, and that thing did that. That's why Nikaido was like, oh, that's not Kaiman. That's not him. It was someone else. But I think it was Kaiman, but it was not Kaiman at the same time. I don't know what. But, Anyways, after that happened, Asu comes in and takes out the contract and it gives it to the other guy, And there you go. That's how the contract was kind of temporarily taken care of. But like he said, that since the contract is actually part of N's body, and since Nikaido's contract is with N, his contract is just going to regenerate within her if she comes close contact with N. So they need to get away from here. A lot far away, like completely away from here. And and I was thinking like, how the hell is this going to work out? Because if N gets to know about this, N is going to go to the hole and as soon as it goes and comes in front of Nikaido, the contract is going to regenerate. She's going to get into. So unless and until Kaiman, like he said, kills N or does something like that, or as they said, rewrite the contract in the next blue moon, this is going to continue. So I was like, how is this even going to work? And it worked out perfectly by the end, because N doesn't even realize that Nikaido's not here. So yeah, in that way, that guy was like, oh, can I put it inside of me? And Asu was like, no, it won't work like that. But you know what? You gave me a good idea. So he changed him into Nikaido, and he was like, go, do whatever. And now he's thinking like, oh, I'm going to Like I feel like it's like win-win for him. He can stay with N, and at the same time, like he says that, oh, I'm going to do something that's going to make N hate Nikaido, and he can do that. He can do whatever. Like, so it's a win-win for him as well. So he literally accepted it by the end. You can see it. And like, this is also going to help us out because we are able to get away from here, and N is not even none the wiser. He doesn't know. He's like, oh, Nikaido's here with me. So N is not going to go to the hole or try to, yeah, obviously the whole thing is going to come out if, like, N tells Nikaido that use your magic and he's not able to. Well, but I feel like you can still kind of, like extend the time limit. Like, like they can act as if like, oh, I don't want to use my magic or something like that. You can kind of fool your way, like, like kind of fool N a little bit, but you cannot extend this for a long amount of time. So there will surely a time will come when N will realize this is not Nikaido. But for now, at least, I think it's fine. Yeah. In within this time, we have to do something about this whole situation, and maybe find some more clues. Don't know what, but something. Anyways, so yeah. Now, all that aside, Nikaido and Kaiman had the whole conversation at the end where Kaiman is like, oh, we also got to know Kaiman's story, like what happened, how like Kaiman was found, and he doesn't have any memories or anything. You see this place, this section where, okay, just a minute. There's a section you can see where like there's like blood cells, there's like a door, and then there's someone with bandages, you can see. And it's like, what happened to me? IV dripping, Someone says it's all according to plan. Then there's like checkered floor. He's going somewhere. There's some weird creature on the other side. And he says, don't come to my house. Got it? There's like the phone. It is there. And then there's some weird faces. Something evil grew larger and larger inside of me. And then he woke up. As you can see, he doesn't remember anything. Yeah. So that's what happened. A lot of cryptic things happened there, which obviously we don't have any understanding what the hell happened here. But later, little by little, I guess we'll get to know what exactly happened to Kaiman. And yeah. Now, from that point onwards, as you can see, Nikaido came in contact with Kaiman. Nikaido gave Kaiman his name. And Kaiman was like, oh, this is kind of a good name. I like it. Maybe it's similar to my original name. So after all of that, Kaiman also ate Nikaido's head and asked the guy inside of him, and Nikaido's like, oh, he said that it's not me. So there you go. Now, this is the interesting thing. The whole question that, like, Kaiman asks everyone that, oh, what did the guy inside tell? And it's like, oh, the guy inside said that you're not him. That question, I still don't understand what that means. Like, who is he trying to find? Is he trying to find the, like what does Kaiman think about this? Does Kaiman think that if the sorcerer in front of him is the sorcerer who made him like this, and if he eats his head, what does Kaiman think? Does Kaiman think that the Risu inside of him will tell that, oh, you're that person? There's no guarantee to that, right? Is that even what's happening? Is that even what is going on inside of him? We don't know the logic or the basis the person inside of Kaiman is telling that, oh, you are that person, or oh, you are not that person. We don't know the logic behind it. Kaiman is assuming that, yeah, the person who made me like this is the person. But who knows, maybe that's not the criteria. Maybe it's something else. We don't know that actually. So, I don't understand the whole question in itself. But I think Kaiman thinks that the person who made him like this will be that person. But like I said, there's no guarantee to that, right? Maybe it's some other thing. Maybe it's something else that the person inside of him is talking about. Another thing that happened, Nikaido told Kaiman that the person inside of you is Risu. So again, this is another weird type of a mystery that, I have no idea what's going on. Why the hell is Risu inside of him? Like, what does that even mean? So like yeah, I do wonder what's gonna happen if he eats Risu. Risu's like in front of him. If he eats, not eats, but puts his head inside of Risu, and the Risu inside of him sees the original Risu in front of him, what's gonna happen then? No idea. But anyways, you know what? Maybe that's what's happening. Maybe no, I doubt that. I was gonna say maybe Risu's trying to find himself or something. The Risu inside of Kaiman is trying to find the Risu outside or something. But now that I'm thinking about it, the Risu outside didn't even exist. He exists now after N did that whole thing with that whole thing. Like N is the one who brought him back, right? With the help of another sorcerer. Yeah, it was N. So he didn't even exist here. So yeah, I don't think that is the right area. Anyways, that's what's happening now. In the end, it kind of worked out, like I said. Like like that guy will be Nikaido, will act as Nikaido from here onwards. Nikaido and Kaiman were able to get away. So there you go. Then the conversation, Nikaido and Kaiman has a conversation. They say that like Nikaido's like, oh, what about me? Do you hate me since I'm a sorcerer? He's like, oh, if you don't use magic, you're not a sorcerer. And then same thing with Nikaido, and they did the whole pinky promise. There you go. Now, another thing we get to know here is Nikaido's backstory a little bit. So basically, she lost a friend because of her magic, and she vowed not to use her magic anymore, and so that she doesn't get taken advantage of people with by people like N and other people, she came to the hole. And the reason why he was cooperating with Kaiman is there's two reasons, as she said. Number one, she felt like by fighting sorcerers, she will be able to become a human. Even though she's a sorcerer, she will be able to internally feel calmer and a lot more fulfilled. Number two, she thought that she could actually become friends with Kaiman. That's why. So like all those things happened. They kind of had their own conversation. They promised each other this and that, all that stuff, and that's where it ended. So there you go. So again, there's another part that I want to check. You see this part where Kaiman fell, and then there's like a weird scene. Someone gets into the brain, takes out the devil, you see? Then there's someone inside of him pointing towards a phone. Kaiman gets up. Now, the whole devil thing, as far as I can remember, as they showed, the devil shows whether you're alive or dead or something. So the devil is underneath your eye. Take it out. If it's like white, I think it's dead, right? And then what Kikurage did is like blow his smoke on him, and the devil became like color changed, and then put it back, and you come back to life. Because they showed that scene, I think Kaiman temporarily died there and came back to life. And that taking out the devil, that was like something like that. Because as we know, Kaiman cannot die, at least for now. His head was chopped off and he just came back to life. Maybe something like that happened here again. And that is how they denote it. Now I don't know any other thing what happened over there. I don't know what the hell is with the phone that is ringing. We saw the phone again later on as well. And all those things. But there's like bits and pieces of clues that they're scattering, which obviously we probably won't be able to make sense for now, unless and until we get more context and clues. So for now, I think this is more than enough that I understood most of the things, and I feel like more clues and more information we'll get in the next season, which we'll probably get somewhere in the future. Like it has been announced, but I don't think there's a date, right? Dorohedoro season 2. I don't think there's a date. Dorohedoro Zokuhen, yep. It is written 2025, but there's no proper date. So we don't know when this is happening. Obviously, when this is happening, I'm going to be reacting to it. That is the main reason for me reacting to season 1 as well, because I want to react to season 2 when it comes out. And yeah, so there it is. That's it, guys. That was my reaction to Dorohedoro episode number 12, the final episode of season 1. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to press the like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel or you haven't subscribed. Comment down below anything you want to say, anything you want to let me know. I'll check them out. And that is it. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video, the other animes that will be replacing this, the other seasonal animes. I'll see you guys then. Until then, goodbye and have a nice day.